up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio.
Good morning and welcome to yet another interesting edition of Newspaper Review on Power 365 FM. My name is Ibidakpo Miracle Oluwadamilala, ably representing Adeniji Olamide. I have with me this morning the Daily Independent newspaper, the most read newspaper among the political and also business highlight. Okay, on the front page this morning, a lot of catchy headlines, but please do well to follow us on all our social media handle as we are live presently on Facebook at Power 365 FM, on YouTube at Power 365 FM, and also for the TikTok lovers at Power 365 Online Radio is where to watch us live and direct. Don't forget also on Radio Garden, www.power365fm.com. Then you see how things is being done in the studio of Power 365 FM. At the first headline I'm able to cite this morning, low purchase and power lock out retail investors from right issue. That's on the front page of Daily Independent newspaper. And also on page 7, they said, I'm not high in Tinubu's job, says Ganduje. That's on page 7. Likewise on page 7, reps ask AMCON to go after debtors irrespective of social status. That's on page 7 also. And on page 29, I suffered same fate as a Chinese firm under Amosun. That's coming from Pat Utomi. Utomi was actually blacklisted by Ogun Assembly, says Amosun. That's on page 29. Also on page 6, Benue top child trafficking list in Nigeria for 3 consecutive years. Oh my God. And that's on page 7. Tinubu travels to France today. On the front page, you can also see this headline. NNPCL denies owing international oil trader 6.8 billion naira. $1 billion, I beg your pardon. That's on page 6. And also on the front page, alleged 21 million jumbo pay account for running costs, Serap tells NAS. Okay, this morning, let me also pick this before I go straight up to the news story this morning. High volatile exchange rate on import duty, assessment falling inflation. That's coming from CPPE. This morning, please stay tuned as I'll be bringing to you more news stories on Power 365 FM. Like I said earlier, and please do well to follow us on all our social media handle as we are live presently on Facebook at Power 365 FM, on YouTube at for the TikTok lovers at Power 365 Online Radio is where to watch us live and direct. Stay tuned, more news stories coming to you live and direct. High volatile exchange rate on import duty assessment fueling inflation coming from CPPE. The Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise CPPE has called on the federal government to revisit policy on custom duties exchange rate. Muda Yusuf, the director CEO of CPPE, made the call in a statement on Sunday yesterday stating that the high and volatile exchange rate for import duty assessment is fueling the already high inflation, increasing production and also operating costs for manufacturers and other businesses. According to him, inflation has only worsened the cost of living, putting maritime sector jobs and investment at risk and weakening investors' confidence. He said CPPE is worried that the problem of the prohibitive and also unpredicted exchange rate for cargo clearance is yet to be addressed by the government. We believe it is a major policy adjustment that needs to happen to complement current measures to address the current cost of living crisis in the country. There is also the added highlighted risk of cargo diversion to neighboring countries and also smuggling, which could jeopardize the realization of custom revenues target. These situations additionally create serious competitiveness challenges for ethical and compliant investors in the economy because of their relatively elevated production and operating cost. You can pick up a copy of the daily independent newspaper and read further details on that as high volatile exchange rate on import duty assessment fueling inflation. Be civil with our traders. Governor Abiodun appeals to customs. Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has pleaded with the operatives of the Nigerian Customs Service (NCS) to be civil with market women and men regarding complaints of invasion of shops and warehouses in market across the state. Traders in the state had accused Custom Office of breaking into their shops and warehouses in a bid to search for smuggled goods. The governor made the appeal while receiving the Comptroller General of Customs, Mr. Adewale Adeniyi, in his office. Governor Abiodun stressed that while there are bound to be some unscrupulous individuals who could be found wanting over the issue of smuggling, he insisted that the majority of the people in the state are law-abiding. He explained, for the purpose of peaceful engagement and economic development in the state, there is need for peaceful interaction between the security agency and the traders. There is an issue of paramount importance I want to discuss with the CG. It is about a market for women and men. I don't know how they got to know that you are coming here today, but they have bitterly complained that your men break into their shops and warehouses while looking for smuggled goods. They were planning to come and protest here. I want to say that people in the state are law-abiding. I am not saying that there are not some unscrupulous people who could be committing this crime, but the majority of our people are doing legitimate business. You can pick up a copy of the Daily Independent newspaper and read further details on that. As I said, be civil with our traders. Governor Abiodun appeals to custom. That's on page 2 of Daily Independent newspaper. And this is on page 4 of the Daily Independent newspaper. Sango Festival. Are y'all ready to promote cultural tourism for economic expansion? Are y'all State acting governor Barrister Bayo Lawal has declared that the administration of Governor Seyi Makinde is prepared to strengthen the promotion of culture and tourism to achieve its vision for an expanded and diversified economy in the state. Barrister Lawal stated this on Saturday at the closing ceremony of the 2024 World Sango Festival held at the Festival Arena, Lafin, Oyo State, noting that the designation of the festival as an UNESCO heritage was a great achievement for the state. He maintained the state government would continue to support religious harmony and peace, as well as promoting trading and cultural heritage that bind people together. According to him, the Sango Festival will continue to gain recognition because culture and tourism are intertwined and related, explaining that though Sango is a Yoruba god and the traditional worship of God is part of Yoruba culture, the tourism value of the festival cannot be overstated. He said, I am delighted because today's event is fulfillment of the promises that Governor Makinde made in 2023 when we were campaigning for a second term in office. Wherever we went, he gave commitment assurance that our culture would be lifted to higher heights, and today's event is the manifestation of the commitment. So I am happy. You can pick up a copy of Daily Independent newspaper. And further details on that, Sango Festival, are you all ready to promote culture tourism for economic expansion? I'm on page 6 of the Daily Independent newspaper. NNPCL denies owing international oil traders $6.8 billion. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPC Limited, on Sunday denied report making the round that it's owing the international oil companies to the tune of $6.8 billion. In a statement, Olufemi Soneye, the chief corporate communication officer of NNPC Limited, the national oil company, also denied report that it has not remitted revenues to the Federation account since January, among other allegations. The attention of the Nigerian Petroleum Company Limited has been drawn to a media report that the company is indebted to international oil traders to the tune of $6.8 billion and that has not remitted revenues to the Federation account since January, among others allegations. Consequently, the following clarification has become necessary. The NNPC Limited does not owe the sum of $6.8 billion to any international traders. In the oil trading business, transactions are carried out on credit, and so it is normal to owe at one point or the other. But NNPC Limited, through its subsidiary NNPC Trading, has many open trade credit lines from several traders. The company is paying its obligations of related invoices on a first in, first out FIFO basis. It is not correct to say that NNPC has not remitted any money to the Federation account since January. NNPC and all its subsidiaries remit their taxes to the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) regularly. This is addition to payment of CIT to road contractors under the Road Investment Tax Credit Scheme in Hull. NNPC Limited is the largest contributor to the tax revenue shared every month at the Federation Account Allocation Committee (FAC). Can pick up a copy and read further details on that as NNPCL denies owing international oil trader $6.8 billion. Still on page 6, police unveil suspect in hotel attack, trails APP secretariat arsonist. Irege Koko said regarding the previous explosion that occurred along the Port Harcourt Aba Expressway on June 25, 2024, the arrested suspect, who sustained serious bodily injuries has since been undergoing treatment, has been identified as Prayer Josiah alias Mutsa, age 40 years old and a native of Kambiama community of Sagama local government. Investigation revealed that the Prayer Josiah has been on the police wanted list for participating in some high-profile bank robbery led by one Daniel Gogo alias Full Payment between 2012 and 2016, where 3 AK-47 rifles, 11 rifles, 360 rounds of live ammunition, 20 magazines, 5 dynamite, and also 2 pistols, a rifle service equipment, and their exotic cars were recovered in Bayelsa State by operatives of the Dan IGP IRT. Prayer, who were a visa to police officer, was identified as the dynamite donating expert of the gang. The suspect has also informed operatives of the command that the explosion was a result of dynamite. He is a member of the Vikings confraternity effort, are still ongoing to arrest others involved in this crime. Prior, who has undergone 3 major surgeries, has made a significant recovery, will soon be charged to court of competent jurisdiction after the investigation are completed. You can pick up a copy and read further details on that news stories as police unveil prime suspect in hotel attack, trail APP Secretariat Antonist. On politics this morning, hashtag end bad governance protest. Governors should know Nigerians are no longer docile. That's coming from Idimogu. Honorable Jude Idimogu is a former member of the Lagos State House of Assembly and a member of All Progressive Congress APC. He speaks on the recent hashtag end bad governance protest, saying it's a walk-up call to leaders to address hunger in the country. Why Nigerians should support the government to fight insecurity suggests that National Youth Service Corps NYSC members be engaged in farming during their services years. Among others issues, Joy Enigbogu brings the except. And also still on that particular page, that's page 9, and on page 10, Nigerians should support government to fight insecurity. What are those needs? The number one is food. There is even reflected in the hierarchy of needs. Hunger doesn't know mother or father. Even you might steal when you're hungry. My concern now is the economic problem of the nation. First subsidy has been removed, but how do we all alleviate the suffering of the people? I can even say that subsidy is back. This is because crude oil is priced internationally, and due to exchange rate, now the price has gone up. When subsidy was removed, the rate of a naira to dollar was 700 in the black market and about 500 for official rate. The president cannot come again to say that the subsidy is being removed. With the collapsing of the exchange rate, the difference between the parallel market and the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN rate is not up to 50 naira. That is problem, as naira is over 1,000 naira to a dollar now. So petrol is still being subsidized now. Now to tell you that the subsidizing again, full again. Corporation Limited NMPCL sells the official rate of less than 600 naira. Other market house sells 700 naira or even 800 naira or more. That's coming from the page 10 of the Daily Independent newspapers. Nigerians should support government to fight insecurity. Okay, before we leave this morning, let's quickly run through the headlines once again. And let me make you understand that Edo Gubapu, PDP raises the alarm over arrest of party chieftains by police. The People's Democratic Party in Edo State on Sunday raised the alarm over alleged harassment, unlawful arrest, and also abjuncment of its party chieftains by the police. Honorable Matthew Idoriyekem, the Director General of ASU, Campaign Management Council of PDP, who made the allegation at the press conference in Benin, said the policemen involved in the harassment were said to be deployed by the DC Sanusi Mohammed of the IRT Force headquarters in Abuja. According to him, it's become imperative to highlight of the disturbing pattern. Okay, the headlines once again: low purchasing power locks out retail investors from right issues. He said, "I'm not eyeing Tinubu's job," says Kanduje. That's on page 7. On page 7 also, reps ask AMCON to go after debtors irrespective of social status. On page 29, he said, "I suffered same fate as the Chinese firm under a motion." Still on page 6, Benue top child trafficking list in Nigeria for 3 consecutive years. On page 7, Tinubu travels to France today. Thank you so very much for joining us on another edition of Newspaper Review. Up next is the Yoruba edition of Newspaper Review, that is Latinui Weroing. Please stay tuned and keep listening to Power 365 FM. Have a productive day ahead. Once again, my name is Ibida of Miracle Oluwadam, ably produced by Matthew, and this is standing in and representing Olamide Adeniji.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM.